Hello everyone, welcome to RVG Learning Zone. In this video, we will look into the format of Liquidator's statement of account. In the last video, we have come across some theoretical concepts related to liquidation of companies, right? Those who have not watched that video, I request you to watch the video on theory so that you will get a clear picture about what liquidation is. Here, we'll be looking into the format, okay? When you see the format here, that is of Liquidator's statement of account, on the left side you can see the receipts, on the right side payments. This format is very simple, On the left side we have receipts, right? Receipts means what? Receiving. Whenever we receive money, we have to take them on the left side, okay? And whenever we pay, we have to take it on the right side. Okay, that is why on the top I have written cash inflow. Cash inflow means if money is coming into us, coming into the business, we have to take on the left side. If money is going out of the business, then we have to take on the right side. Okay, so it's very simple. Cash inflow on left, cash outflow on the right side. Now, firstly, let us look into the receipt side. Firstly, what do you have? Cash in hand, right? Cash in hand means if you have around 10,000 rupees in your pocket, that is nothing but cash in hand. We are talking about hard cash. And cash at bank. Let us say you have around 1 lakh rupee in your bank account. That is nothing but cash at bank, right? So that is our money. That is why we write on receipt side. Okay. Next, what is there? To assets realized. To assets realized, what does it mean? Assets realized means that we have certain assets, we sell that and we get money out of that, right? If we are selling any asset, what do we get in return? We get money. That is what is called as assets realized. Okay, so under assets realized, what we have? Firstly, marketable securities. What is marketable security here? For example, let us say we have a company, we have purchased the shares of another company. Okay, we have purchased shares of another company. What we can do during the liquidation, we can sell the shares what we have in the market and get money out of it. So if in question they mention marketable securities or anything, we can take under assets realized. Okay, next is current assets. Example of current assets, we have stock, bills receivable, debtors. All these are current assets, right? If you're able to get money out of that, even that will be written on receipt side under assets realized. Loans and advances. Here, when we write loans and advances, what does it mean? If we have lent loan to some others, it's like we have given money to some other party, then it become asset for us, right? Now, during the liquidation time, if you are able to get back the money what we had lent earlier, that can be written here. Okay, let us say we had lent around 1.5 lakh to person A, okay, like 3-4 years back. Now the company is going to liquidation. What we can do? We can tell that person to repay the money whatever we had given. So when that person A repays money to us, that is like we are receiving. Cash inflow is there. That can be written here. Next, fixed asset. It's very easy. Fixed asset like you take furniture. Okay, you have furniture in the company. You will sell that. Let us say furniture worth rupees 20,000 we have in a company. We are selling it outside and we are able to make 22,000 out of that. So that 22,000 will be writing here. Like that, whatever asset we sell and make money out of that, we write under asset realized. Okay, we have to go in this order only. We cannot mix up. We need to remember that. Next is what? To surplus from securities. What is surplus from securities? That I'll be explaining while explaining the problem. Need not worry about it now. But here asset realized minus secured creditors, all that is there. Here I will explain you what is secured creditors. Okay. Now let us look into this. When we talk about creditors, there are two types. One is secured creditor another is unsecured creditor. You're able to see this, right? One is secured creditors and another is unsecured creditors. So who is a creditor actually? Let us say person X has given us 25,000 rupees, okay, that we have to repay actually. Fine. So the person who has given us 25,000 becomes our creditor, right? Okay. Now in this context, what are the different types of creditors we are learning? One is secured creditors, the other is unsecured creditors. Here, secured creditors, talking about that, let us take one example here. Let us say we need to purchase a car. What is that we need to purchase? A car. For that, we go to bank and what is that? We just ask for 10 lakh rupee loan. Got it? We need a car, we need to purchase a car and we go to bank for the purpose of taking loan or obtaining loan from the bank, 10 lakh rupee. Here bank will sanction 10 lakhs rupees. But what is the condition? Bank says us to pledge the car that we are going to buy. Okay. So when we purchase that car, we are going to pledge that. What happens at that time when we pledge? See, how much we are supposed to give? 10 lakh. Along with that, even interest rate will be there, right? Let us say that after some years, there is default in payment, like we will fail to make the repayment to the bank. At that time, bank can sell this car and recover the money. Okay, what bank can do? Bank can sell this car which was pledged earlier by us, then recover the money. In this context, bank is called the secured creditor. Bank has given us 10 lakh rupee, right? That is why it is a creditor. Why it is secured creditor? Because bank's money is secured here, protected here through a security, because we have pledged, right? So this is called as collateral or the security, collateral security. Bank is a creditor as the money is protected through this car which is being pledged. It is called a secured creditor. Okay, and what is this called as collateral security? This is secured creditor. And who is unsecured creditor? Let us take one example. Let us say person Y has given us around 15,000 rupees saying you have to return after 15 days. How much? 15,000 rupees a person has given us and we have to return it after 15 days. Okay. But here we are not pledging anything. We are not pledging anything. That is why this creditor is called as unsecured creditor. There is no protection for that 15,000. We cannot sell any of our asset and recover 15,000 rupees. No. That is why this creditor is called unsecured. His money is not protected. He is not secured. There is no collateral security. Nothing we are going to pledge. Okay. That is unsecured creditor. Next, when we talk about unsecured creditor, there is also a preferential creditor. Preferential creditor is also unsecured creditor. Got it? What is that? Preferential creditor is also unsecured creditor. But why we have written separately here? What is the reason behind that? See here, let us take this example. There are persons, 4 persons here, A, B, C and D, right? Let us say A has given us 10,000 rupees, B has given 5,000 rupees, C has given 20,000 and D has given 7,000 rupees. Got it? These are all unsecured creditors only. When we have obtained money from these persons, we have not pledged anything. That means what? They are unsecured. Okay, they are unsecured creditors. But what happens is during the repayment time, say we are talking in the context of liquidation of a company, right? When the company is going to close a business, at that time, what happens is there will be some preferences while making the repayment. Here among these 4 persons, let us say we have to pay D first. Okay, during the liquidation time, we may have enough money or we may not enough money. Okay, let us say we have around, 30,000 rupees. In that 30,000 rupees, it's not like first we will pay A or C or like that. No. Let us say D is the preference creditor. Like the first priority should be given to D. Got it? So first we have to pay 7,000. Then we have to pay to all others. Okay. Preferential creditors means there will be priority during the repayment of money. Okay, remember preferential creditor is also an unsecured creditor. Got it? Fine. Now let us look into the next one. Okay, I said this particular thing, surplus from securities, I'll be explaining while explaining you the problem. Need not worry about it now. Next is calls in arrears realized. Calls in arrears realized means, let us say that there is a shareholder who has share of rupees 10. What is the price of share? 10 rupees. But what has been received from him is only 8. How much is due? Out of 10, 8 rupees is received, 2 rupees is due. If during the liquidation time we are receiving the 2 rupees, then we will be writing here calls in arrears realized, which was due, we are receiving it, then we will be taking it here. Okay. Next, calls in contributories realized. During the winding up of the company, that is liquidation of company, there will be shareholders or the members who would contribute to the company. So if anything is given in the problem, that also will be taken here. Okay, so this is about receipt side, that is cash inflow will be taken on this side, and finally we'll do the total. So doing the total of receipt side, we get to know how much money the company has right now. While closing the business, how much money the company has, that is what we get to know. So out of the money, what we got out of the money here, out of cash inflow, what will be done? Payments will be made. So when you do the payments, we need to follow certain format, follow the step. It's not like however you wish you can write the particulars here. No. Firstly, we need to pay the legal charges if it is mentioned in the problem. Next is liquidators remuneration. I had told you when I explained theory about this chapter that during the liquidation time, a person called liquidator will be appointed and he's not working free of cost. To him, we need to make the payment, pay some remuneration for the work he does for the company, right? So that liquidators remuneration amount they may be giving directly, or we need to calculate. Usually for what is that 15 marks problem, if we consider, we need to actually calculate that, and it's easy, you know. Let us take this, let us go through this. When we talk about liquidators remuneration, usually it will be calculated on the assets realized. That assets realized means what? Out of the assets that are sold and we get the money, no, on that amount, or on the unsecured creditors. That means the amount that is to be paid to the unsecured creditors. We have to calculate. You will understand this clearly while solving the problem. But now, for time being, you just try to glance this. On the assets realized, under that I have written here, includes cash only if the question specifies. That means while calculating the liquidator's remuneration, along with other assets, we need to consider cash only if the question says that cash is to be considered. If not, we don't take. Okay. Next, on the unsecured creditors, when the problem specifies remuneration is to be calculated on the unsecured creditors, that means unsecured creditors plus preferential creditors. Always remember, unsecured creditors means unsecured creditors plus preferential creditors. You need to remember this. I said you earlier, preferential creditors, nothing but unsecured creditors. Why we are writing it separately? Because these people have the first priority over the repayment or getting the money. Okay. So this is about liquidators remuneration on which it will be calculated. Apart from this, yeah, there are two formulas that we need to know. Especially I said you, liquidators remuneration will be calculated on payment made to unsecured creditors, right? Based on that we have two formula. But how to, identify which formula to be used? Let us consider here. First case is payment made to unsecured creditors. In that, let us say to unsecured creditors we need to pay 1 lakh. 1 lakh, how much? 1 lakh. Let us say company has 1 lakh rupee. Company has 1 lakh or more rupee. So what company can do? Actually, company can pay complete 1 lakh rupee to unsecured creditors, right? In this case, The formula will be this one. When sufficient funds are available, remuneration is equal to amount due to unsecured creditors into rate by 100. Okay. Now the second case, 1 lakh we need to pay to unsecured creditors, but company right now it has only 70,000 rupees. How much? 70. Can we pay 1 lakh out of that? No, only 70,000 rupees can be paid. So here funds are not sufficient. During that time, we use this formula. Remuneration is equal to amount available into rate by 100 plus rate. Just understand the difference of this formula. Here it is amount due to unsecured creditors. Here amount available. Here rate 100, extra thing is plus rate you have to write. Okay, so we'll be using this formula while solving the problem. Now that is about liquidators remuneration. Then remaining is easy. Liquidation expenses, if it is mentioned in the question like liquidation expenses amount to rupees 2000, we'll be considering here. After making payment to all these three, next will be paying to debenture holders, along with if there is any interest outstanding, that also to be considered. Fine. After paying to debenture holders, if money is still there with the company, will be paying to creditors. Which creditors here? This is unsecured creditors. Unsecured creditors means separately we have to write now preferential creditors, unsecured creditors. After making payment to these two, if still company has money, then to whom? Preference shareholders. Not only the capital, along with that if there is any dividend outstanding, that is also to be considered. Okay. Next, after making the payment, at last if amount is remaining, who will be getting? Equity shareholders. They are the owners, right? Owners will be getting at last if anything is remaining. If not, nothing. Okay. Let us say after after paying to all other, there is around let us say 1 lakh rupee. That 1 lakh rupee will be divided among the shareholders based on how much they have contributed. It is like that. Okay, simple, right? So how much ever money we have obtained, using that we'll be making the payment. We cannot make payment more than what we have. Okay, so if we have 8 lakh here also it will be 8 lakh, because 8 lakh is the cash inflow and payment that we can make is also 8 lakh. Okay, this is the simple format, but you need to remember we should go in the order what you are seeing in the format. You cannot write preference shareholder in the beginning, after that writing legal charges at last, equity shareholders second. You cannot do that. This is what you need to follow. Okay, any doubt in this? So if you observe this, cash inflow, it's very easy to remember. Cash inflow, cash outflow. What we receive on the left side, what we give on the right side. And you remember this order. When you solve 2-3 problems, automatically this format comes into your mind. Need not worry, need not mug up. Okay. This is about today's video. If you have any doubt or query, you can always comment. And don't forget to please subscribe, like this video. In the next video, we'll solve one simple problem related to this. Until then, bye-bye.